Okay, hello there everybody. You may know who I am by now, alright? My name is Nick Dutch. I am a professional tarot reader. I work via the internet and telephone. I know some people out there think that's very controversial, that's a bit difficult, it's not quite in keeping with what I believe, but basically never mind, alright? We're all very different people, very different individuals, and the way I see it, we're all trying to head basically in the same direction to try and improve ourselves, improve our characters and how we interact with people and how we think, trying to get clarity of mind, alright, and trying to find some way of getting balance. Now the work that I do is very much in keeping with trying to provide ordinary, everyday people, men, women, old, young, rich, poor, you name it, with the gift of clarity of mind, okay, happiness in the heart, and also a sense of peace and the ability to just try and take their lives and make it 1 degree or 1% more likely to be a little bit more successful, a little bit happier, a little bit more fulfilled. Now I've been having a lot of changes happening in my life and I'm terribly sorry that I haven't got back to doing the tarot show in full vim and vigor, okay, but I'm back now and I'm telling you that the tarot show is back on track. Alright, now some of you more astute people out there are probably looking at this one bit of video footage and thinking, you know, why is he sort of doing all this crazy stuff with his hands? Maybe, you know, there must be a reason for that. Well, actually there is a reason for that, okay? Because I'm now videoing this in tremendous, wonderful, beautiful three-dimensionality. So for those of you out there, on the bottom right hand side of your YouTube screen, alright, there should be a little circular thing looking a bit like a cogwheel, and that's your settings button. You can click on that and you can choose whether you want to view this in 3D or whether you want to view it in 2D, and whether, you know, no matter what variety of 3D spectacles you've got, there should be a setting there which will kind of suit you. And also the option for those who've worked out how to do the old cross-eyed 3D viewing technique, which maybe I'll even explain on a future video. But the main reason for me to come back here is just, you know, spread a bit of love, try and help you people to know that I'm still here. I still work over the telephone, over internet chat, and also over email to try and help to solve your problems. And I'm leaving links way down there in the information section, in that little box there, the underbar or below bar, as some people like to call it, okay, where you can find me and you can have access to me for private personal consultations. Now, the tarot show, as it's now live, you can send your request to me via the email address nickdutchtarot, that's NICKDUTCHTAROT, at gmail.com. And what I'll do is I'll go back to that email address once every couple of days and we'll set up another tarot show video, again, videoed either in high definition or in 3D, okay, and I'll be answering your questions. Now there is a bit of a downside. Even with a short tarot show like this one, or short video like this one I should say, it still takes up a lot of my time to set up, to get the software side of things working, and so on and so forth. And I still have to work so I can make a living, make my cross, do what I have to do, become more successful as an individual who's working as a businessman, okay, and being totally honest about that, alright? So I can't go into great depth in the tarot show itself, but what I can do is I can set you on the right path, and then hey presto, that will actually help you. Now if you want to go into things in greater detail, okay, you have to pay for my time. You've got to get me on the phone and have that private one-to-one time. No one's listening in, okay, no one's listening in, nothing else is happening. It's just you and me, you know, silence around, and we can just bring you back to clarity and alignment. I'm a big believer in this concept of alignment, which I started talking about on one of my other channels a little while ago. Alignment is when you're perfectly balanced. Okay, we can never get it perfect, but we can. It's like if you ran the economy of a nation. You had to run all the manufacturing, the agriculture, then all the governmental buildings and all the commercial side of things. You have to keep everything balanced to keep everyone in employment, okay? Well, your mind and your body and your spirit and your soul and your aura and all those things is just like that, okay? You've got to work to keep everything in balance. You've got to look after your diet, nutrition, exercise, sleep. You've got to look after your thinking, your emotions, your understanding, all right, of all the people you're dealing with, and how to try and make yourself more and more efficient as time goes by. Now, I have not been the most perfect person in my entire life. I'm not some kind of pale-faced priest who was born in, in a pure environment and all the rest of that. I've done bad things in my life. But I've also learned how to move myself back on track to clear away the debris, okay, all the mental clutter, do some spiritual healing on myself, bring myself back into alignment to the best of my ability, all right? I've learned from my experiences, I've helped other people with what I've learned, and also the introspective work I've gone through in the process, and of course the fact that I use this fantastic tool called Tarot, which is there to assist us in our mental growth, in our spiritual growth, and in every aspect of moving towards alignment. That's what it's there for. It comes out of Catholic Christianity, okay? It's not from any other source, it's Catholic Christian, and it's there because it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's healing, it's great, okay? So, if you've got an interest in having your reading read out on a tarot show, whether it's HD or 3D, okay? Send me an email to nickdutchtarot@gmail.com, alright, and I'll be very happy to have a look at that, and then of course you'll be starring in the show itself. Well, at least your reading will be, okay? And of course, if you want to get into these things in greater detail, these subjects, these issues you're going through in your life, your relationship life, your marriage life, your working life, how things are going with you financially, your business life, I've helped people out with problems of so many different types. And I'm saying so many different types, okay? And I've got some great results from what people have told me when they called me back and said, yeah, this is what's happened, you were right, and now we've got everything sorted out. Things are okay with the house, things are okay with the wife, things are okay with the children, okay, job's working out well, everything else, thank you very much, Nick. I've had people calling me back saying if you hadn't said what you'd said, then I'd have lost everything. This is the power of words, alright? Well, words are a tool, and in the right hands, they can be healing. I'm telling you, that's a fact. So have a look at the links down there, because that's where I am. I do therapeutic coaching, and I also do my professional tarot readings, which is actually an entertainment service, which has a very powerful therapeutic component to it. Alright, that's what I believe. So use those links down there. Stay subscribed to this channel. If you're not already subscribed, then get subscribed. Alright? And get your requests sent through. And I'm going to start getting back to the tarot show. Lovely new camera I've got there, isn't it wonderful? And that's the thing which I'm going to be using to provide you with better quality, better sound quality, so you can hear me much better, okay? Better visual quality, so you understand where I'm coming from, because you can see my facial expression, because like the face itself says things about the soul, says things about the mind. And so it'll all help me to help you to get to where you want to go with your search for personal alignment and getting out of like the dross of all the past life, catapulting yourself forward to a new level of being, a new level of clarity of mind, and so on and so forth. We can do it. We can do it together. Because I've managed to do miracles in my life. Seriously. If you could see where I was 10.5 years ago as to what I am now, it would be impossible for you to think like that was me. Seriously impossible. But yet I'm here now. I'm a changed individual. I've grown. There's been healing in every single area of my being, every single area of my life, and I believe that I can provide this for you as well. All right. I'm running a bit out of time now, so stay subscribed. Use the links below, and I'll speak to you again very, very, very soon. All right. And don't forget, if you haven't got any form of 3D glasses so far, that's the anaglyphic blue and red ones, alright? Or you can use the red and green ones, or you can also use the blue and yellow ones, alright? Or if you've got an interlaced monitor, you might need something a bit difficult. A bit different, I should say, okay? Like the active shutter glasses, I'm not too sure. But either way, okay, get yourself a pair of 3D glasses, because I'm coming at you 3D. It's optional, so if you don't want to use 3D, you don't have to. But if you do, I'm here, and I'm adding another dimension to your life. Keep cool.